Now, in this video, we will going to take up one more problem on projections of solids. How to solve this problem by using the SolidWorks software. The problem reads as a pentagonal pyramid, 25 mm size of base and 50 mm axis length, rests on HP on one of its corners of the base, such that the two base edges containing the corner on which it rests make equal inclinations with HP. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. To do that, first we will go for the solid screen. Now, this is the basic default solid screen which has been fixed for A2 size. Now, I need to change it to A4 because I need to take the printout in A4 in its operation. First, to change the sheet setup, just go to the lower left corner and right click on the mouse button, click on sheet setup and come down to background sheet and select A4 and show background. I don't want to show the background, then I will say OK. And now once the sheet has been changed, the display is still set for A2, not for A4. Now I need to set the display to A4. You just click on fit. Now once you do that, so this is the sheet you are going to get. Come down to text now, text, and you select the font as Times New Roman. So here you come down to Times New Roman and you take the font size as 4 and enter and take the cursor wherever you want and click on the first button of the mouse. Now you start typing the text. A pentagonal pyramid, a pentagonal pyramid, 25 mm sides of base and 50 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its corners of the base, such that the two base edges containing the corner on which it rests make equal inclination with HP. Draw the projections of the pyramid. When the axis is inclined to HP, at 40 degrees, by pressing the Alt key, type 0176 and release the Alt key, and appears to be inclined to VP at 45 degrees. I am holding the Alt key, type 0176 and release the Alt key. Here we have such that the two base edges containing the corner make equal inclination. So this is how you will be able to type the text. Then come down to sketch, come down to move, disable copy, select this entire thing and take it wherever you want and click. This is the first thing what I need to do. Once you do that, now you take the sheet nearer to the screen. Now you come down to IntelliSketch, enable endpoint, intersection and horizontal or vertical, and all other options you make it disabled. Then you start constructing the pentagon. Since pentagon has to be constructed with one of the vertical edges should be perpendicular to VP, and you need to calculate when it is to be on vertical edge. So in order to avoid that, first I will going to create the pentagon in horizontal position and then I will rotate it. So first I will go for a line command, select the line width as 0.05, enter. Then you take some first point, take the distance as 25, angle is 0, then take 25, angle is 72, then 25, angle is 144, then 25, angle is 216, then you take 25, angle is 288. Okay. Once you get the pentagon, then I need to go for the midpoint now. So enable the midpoint, you just go to line, take endpoint of this to midpoint of this, then you take the endpoint of this to midpoint of this. Then you disable midpoint, then you go to trim corner between these two, then you go to line command, draw a line from endpoint to this to endpoint to this to endpoint to this, similarly from endpoint to this to endpoint to this. Now you go to group command, select this entire group and make it as a single entity, then you go to select this and make it as 0.5. Then you go to rotate, select this, take this endpoint to this endpoint, disable copy and make this vertical. Now you go to move command, disable copy, select wherever you want and bring it here. Then go to line, draw a one vertical line of any length. Then go to offset, take the distance as 50 mm and select this line, right click and take it to the front. Then go to line, take endpoint and draw a vertical line. Similarly from endpoint, take it to the front view. Then you take to this, to the axis line and from here to this. Then go to trim this line, this and this. Okay. Then go to line, take endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint. Similarly, endpoint of this to endpoint of this. Then go to select this line and you press delete. Then go to split this line till here. Then go to axis line, select this and make this as the axis line. So you go to shift by holding the shift key, select these 4 lines and make it as 0.5. Then you just go to group, make it this as a group and you select this and right click. Now we have all these edges have been made it as a group now. Now we go for writing the text. So go to text, select this and you mark this point, make this point, take the text height as 3 and you select this and you type capital A, B, C, D and E. Here you mark it as O1. Then you come down to this and you mark this as O dash and here you keep it as O1 dash in bracket. Then you have A dash, then you have B dash, then you have C dash, then you have D dash and then you have E dash. Okay. Then you keep it as VP and this as HP and this as X, this as capital X. Now you go to select this line and you delete it. Then go to line command, draw a horizontal line of any length. Now you come down to zoom window. Now you go to move, disable copy, you select this and bring it here, VP and HP. Okay. Now you take A, then you take B, then you take C, then you have D, then you have E. Similarly, you take O and here you make it O1. Then you take A dash, you have E dash, then you have 1 dash, O1 dash, then you have B dash, D dash and C dash. Now you go to fit, come down to zoom window, go to move, disable copy and you select this. Now you go to format, then come down to style ISO, modify, come down to general, make it these two all are black. Okay. Then go to text, take Times New Roman, font size you take it as 3, then go to lines and coordinate, make it as 0.1. Okay, and you say apply. Now once you do that, now we have to copy this to the second position. Go to move, enable copy, select this and take it to the next position by tabbing, make it y displacement as 0 and place it wherever you want. Since the axis should be inclined at 40 degrees to HP, so the base should be inclined at 50 degrees. So then go to move, select this endpoint and this endpoint to be rotated by an angle of 50 degrees. So you take it to this. Then go to angle between this line and this line, which will be equal to how much it is, 40 degrees. You need to have the 40 degrees. So go to this and you select this nominal. You select between these two. Okay. Now you can see that 40 degrees is there. Now you go to move, disable copy, select this and bring it nearer. Go to the y displacement, make it 0. Okay, and you keep it here. Then go to line and draw a vertical line from here and draw a horizontal line from this. Similarly from here, both these two lines will going to intersect at these 2 points and you mark these two as this. Similarly, you go to line, take the intersection point of this and draw a vertical line and you take this point from here and you go to trim corner between this line and this. Similarly, you go to line, take end point of this and draw a vertical line. Similarly, draw a horizontal line from here and also from here. Then go to trim corner between this line and this and also between these two. Similarly, you go to line, take end point from here and similarly from here. Then go to trim corner between this line and this and also between these two. Now you go to line, draw a line from end point to this 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 end point. Similarly from end point of this to the end point of this to the end point of this. Now I need to go to split this line till here, then you go to the split till this here, then split this line till here, then split this line till here. Now all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. So you take this line, this, and this, and this, make it 0.5. Then the surface, which is that surface, these two lines are visible, make it 0.5. Then this edge and this edge will become visible, and this also you make it 0.35 and make that as the hidden edges. Then you select this line and make that line as the axis line. Similarly, you go to line and draw one horizontal line of any length. Once you do that, now I need to copy this. So go to this zoom window. Now you go to move, enable copy, select O dash and you take it here. Then you take A dash and you take it here. Then you have E dash. Then you come down to O1 dash. Then you have B dash. Then you have D dash. Then you have C dash. Okay. Now you go to angle between this line and this line. You make it 40. Okay. Then you come down to this. Now you go to move, disable copy, select this C and you keep it here. Now you go to enable copy, you take A and you keep it here. Then you take B, you keep it here. Then you take D. Then you take E. then you have O1, then you have O, then you go to text, and here you type bracket C, bracket C, because the edge or a corner which is on XY line in the front view is always invisible in the top view. Okay. So since some portion of the pentagon is invisible, therefore O1 becomes invisible. Now the next thing is, what I need to do is you make it this as a one group. So how to do that? So you go to group, okay, select all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids and these two edges. So then the edge or a corner on this, select this and you select this, okay, and you select this. All these edges are becomes a part of the group. Okay, you right click. Now I want to copy this. You go to move, enable copy, select this entire thing and copy to the next position. Now the next thing is, what I need to do is, the axis appears to be inclined. Since the axis appears to be inclined, then go to rotate, select this, take this endpoint to this endpoint. The rotation angle is 45 degrees. Okay, then you go to move, disable copy, you select this and you take it here near to the XY line. Now to write now what I need to do, I need to name these points. So to do that, I will go to move, enable copy, select O and you take it here. Then you take A, bring it here, then B here, then C and you keep it here, then D, take this here, then E, you take this here, then O1 and you bring it here. Okay. Now you go to fit, then go to zoom window, then go to line, draw a horizontal projector from here, O, and you take these two, go to trim corner between these two. Similarly, go to line, draw a horizontal line from A dash and E dash, you take A and also you take E now. And go to trim corner between these two and between these two. Similarly, you go to line and draw a horizontal projector from O1 and you take this line. Okay, then go to trim corner between this line and this line. Similarly, you go to line and take endpoint of this, okay, and draw a vertical line from here, B and D. Then go to trim corner between this line and also between these two. Then go to line, take endpoint and draw a vertical line and go to trim this line till here. Similarly, what you need to do now is just zoom it and go to line, take endpoint to this 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 endpoint. Similarly, you take endpoint of this to these two. Then from here you take endpoint to this endpoint to this endpoint. Now once you do that, now you go to split this line till here. Okay. Now you apply all the boundary conditions. All the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible and the surface nearer to the observer and this line will automatically becomes visible. Once you do that, these two becomes invisible edges. So go to hidden edges and make it 0.35 and this will going to be the axis line. Okay, once you do that, now I will go for move, disable copy, you select this and you keep it here. Then you take B dash, of course, and here it should be D dash. Okay. Now you go to text and you write here it is O dash, then you have D dash, okay, this you will have C dash, okay, this will have B dash, okay, then you have A dash, then you have E dash. So since entire pentagonal surface is visible, so O1 dash becomes visible. So you then go to fit, then come down to zoom. Now you take a move, disable copy, take O dash, then you have A dash, okay, then you have E dash, then you have D dash, then you have O1 dash, then you will have C dash and then B dash. Then on this side you mark this point as capital Y. Then again go to move, select this and you move it and go to fit. Now you go to shift by holding the shift key, select these two lines and make this line as 0.13, and now you come down to the dimension and go to angle between this line and this line, which will be equal to 45 degrees, and here distance between this and this will give you 25. Then you take a distance between this line and this line, you will going to get it as horizontal or vertical, you will going to get it as 50 mm line. So this is how you will be able to write the drawing for a given problem without looking into the solution. You should be able to create the drawing, and this is the final output of the solid edge drawing for the given problem, which has been shown here on a pentagonal pyramid of 25 mm sides of base and 50 mm axis length rests on one of its corners of the base, that is two base edges containing the corner make equal inclination, that is this one and this one will make the equal inclination with HP. Draw the projections of the pyramid when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and it appears to be inclined at 45 degrees to VP. Since we have incorporated all the data which was given in the problem, and hence our problem is right. Thank you.